Salut! Now before you even start watching this video, if you haven't read the directions yet, this particular notes page is a little bit different than the ones you've had up until now, in that instead of just blindly copying down what I put on the screen, I actually want you to pause the video for a moment and try filling these in on your own without the use of your notes. Reason being, on your test in just a few class periods, you're going to have to be able to do this on your own without the help of notes. So see what you know already. It's definitely a little tough. It's definitely a bit of a double whammy because you have to not only be able to read the question and know what it's asking, but you also need to be able to then respond in French. So go ahead and take a moment, pause the video, and give it your best shot. Even if you only know what a couple of them mean, or maybe you only know how to answer a couple of them, just kind of see what you already know because it'll give you a better idea of what you need to study. Alright, well hopefully you've taken the time to try this on your own first. Depending on how successful you are or not, you'll know a little bit more about how much time and effort you need to put into studying for this upcoming test. So the first question on here, bonsoir, comment tu t'appelles? Literally translates to good evening, and then what is your name is kind of what that second phrase means. So when you go to answer number one, you need to answer by giving your name. Now you'll notice when I give my answers on here, anytime I put something with asterisks, those little stars right around them, you need to make sure that you realize that you need to input your actual name or age or whatever applies for you. So please don't write Je m'appelle Madame D because none of you guys are Miss D. But go ahead and write Je m'appelle and then fill in your actual name. Je m'appelle, again, remember, means my name is. Let's talk about the next question. Tu as quel âge is the question for how old are you? So when you go to answer this, you need to fill in your age, and you need to try to do so in a complete sentence. The way you format a sentence when you try to give your age is instead of writing je and just saying I, you're using this phrase here, j'ai. It technically means I have. They talk about having a certain number of years in French instead of being a certain number of years. But either way, start your phrase with j'ai, J apostrophe A-I. Fill in your own age. None of you are 31. None of you all are 31 years old. So make sure that you're looking up what the actual number for your age is, whether it's 13 because you're 13, 14 because you're 14, 15 because you're 15, 16 because you're 16, 17 because you're 17, or 18 because you're 18. Take a moment and look it up. You'll need it for your test. And then don't forget to put the word ans at the end because that is the word for years. For number 3, comment allez-vous, don't forget, is the fancy schmancy way of asking comment ça va. They both mean how are you? How are you doing? How's it going? There are lots of ways of answering this. One of the easiest for me, and because usually things are pretty much going well for me, is the word bien. Bien just means that it's going well. Don't forget you can also use ça va for it's going, like I'm fine. You can say plus ou moins for it's going so-so. You can say things like très bien, which is very well, or of course you could also say pas très bien if it's going not very well. Check your notes if you don't like using bien and you'd like to get a little more creative than that. Question number 4 is an interesting one. It's not a question, it's just a statement that you need to respond to. If somebody walks up to you and says, Je te présente Émile, c'est un ami, what they're saying to you is, I present to you, or I'd like to introduce you to, Émile. And then when they say c'est un ami, they're telling you that this person, Émile, he's a friend of theirs. So if somebody walks up and says, I'd like to introduce you to Émile, he's a friend. You need to respond to that. The best way to do that is to say nice to meet you, which in French is enchanté. Now the reason why this extra E is in asterisks again is because as a female, I have to add that E. But if you're watching this video right now and you are a male, make sure that you don't write that E on there and just use enchanté with the last E being that one with the accent mark there. Last question, or statement in this case. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure means see you later. If you didn't recognize it, kind of get used to remembering what those phrases for hi and bye are. If somebody says see you later, you need to in some way, shape, or form say goodbye to them as well. Au revoir is a great way to say it, just means straight up goodbye. You could also use salut. À demain means see you tomorrow, or you could use à bientôt, see you soon. So lots of choices there for you in your notes as well. Go ahead and kind of look back over those. Make sure that you bring this completed page with you to next class.